A plain-looking boy was forced by bullies to confess his love to the school's most popular girl. They watched with glee, ready to film his embarrassment, and the boy was fully prepared to be rejected. To everyone's shock, she said yes on the spot.
いいですよ。
The popular girl asked for his name in class, then politely asked Kamaya to wait for her in the classroom after school. Kamaya didn't think much of it, figuring she was just joking. But sure enough, she showed up. She introduced herself first. Her name was Maori. Her reason for coming? She wanted to talk to Kamaya in detail about the do's and don'ts of dating. Kamaya wasted no time telling her the truth. A close friend of his had been constantly harassed by the bullies. They'd made a deal: if Kamaya publicly confessed to Maori, whether she said yes or no, they'd leave his friend alone. He sincerely apologized to Maori for the fake confession. Maori told him he had nothing to apologize for. He'd stood up for his friend, and that mattered. Instead, she suggested they pretend to be a couple. After all, someone had posted the confession video on TikTok, and everyone already thought they were dating. If the real reason got out, it would be a nightmare to explain. Since it would help both of them get what they wanted, Maori laid out 3 rules for their fake relationship.
1、放課後まではお互い話しかけないこと。2、連絡のやり取りはできるだけ簡潔にすること。3、本気で好きにならないこと。
Kamaya nodded in agreement. Maori snapped a photo of them together and officially announced their couple status online. To keep up the charade, Maori suggested they get to know each other better. She pulled out a notebook she carried everywhere and jotted down Kamaya's name and birthday. At first, Kamaya didn't think twice about it, but slowly, he noticed something. Maori had that notebook with her everywhere. She wrote down practically every word he said. He wanted to ask why, but felt too awkward. Maybe it was just a habit of hers. As the days went by, the two became good friends. Maori even introduced him to her most trusted best friend. Every day after school, the 3 of them would hang out at her friend's house. And Maori? She still had her nose buried in that notebook, writing non-stop. She'd even take dozens of photos of the sunset, something they saw every single day with her phone.
ねえ、ちょっと撮りすぎじゃない？写真に残すよりもしっかりと目に焼き付けた方がいいと思うけど。
残しておかないと忘れちゃうから。全部。
Kamaya didn't pay much attention to her obsession with documenting things. On Sunday, they went to the beach for a picnic. Kamaya had brought all kinds of homemade dishes, and Maori raved about how delicious they were after just one bite. She asked him how he'd gotten so good at cooking. Kamaya told her it had everything to do with his family. When he was little, his mom had passed away from a heart condition. Before she died, she'd left him a notebook filled with recipes for all his favorite foods. That's why he'd learned to fend for himself at such a young age. With the sea breeze blowing and delicious food to eat, Maori listened to Kamaya talk about his family. Before long, she started feeling drowsy and drifted off to sleep mid-conversation. But when she woke up, everything felt strange. She didn't recognize the boy sitting next to her, or even know why she was there. Maori was terrified. Everything around her felt foreign, and she had no memory of how she'd ended up at the beach.
ごめんなさい。私、なんで？
どうした？
失礼します。
ひな。